Intro music with dramatic, curious undertones fades slightly. Narrator. Imagine a world devoid of the sacred. No ancient myths woven into the fabric of society, no towering cathedrals piercing the sky, no holy texts guiding moral compasses. For millennia, religion has been an undeniable, often defining force in human history, shaping cultures, sparking conflicts, inspiring art, and providing solace. But what if it simply wasn't? What if from the very dawn of humanity, the concept of a divine, a spiritual realm, or organized worship never emerged? This isn't an argument for or against belief, but a purely analytical journey into a profound hypothetical. What if there were no religions? A historical and sociological thought experiment, exploring how human civilization might have unfolded without this omnipresent influence. Scene transition, from abstract concept to early human imagery. Let's rewind to our earliest ancestors, Paleolithic humans facing a world of raw nature, constant threat, and inexplicable phenomena. Birth, death, the sun's journey, the fury of a storm. In our world, early humans often developed animistic beliefs, shamanism, and ancestor worship. Proto-religions that attempted to explain and appease these forces. Without them, how would they cope? The fundamental human drive to understand and explain would persist. Instead of attributing thunder to a sky god, early hominids might rely solely on observation, memory, and rudimentary cause and effect reasoning. Group cohesion, critical for survival, would still be paramount, forged by kinship, shared dangers, hunting cooperative strategies, and charismatic leadership, not by shared ritual or divine mandate. Morality, often attributed to religious commandments, likely has deeper roots in evolutionary biology. Reciprocal altruism, empathy, and fairness are beneficial for group survival, existing even in many animal societies. Our sense of right and wrong might still have developed through social contract and mutual benefit, albeit without a divine enforcer. Scene transition, from hunter-gatherers to early agricultural societies, cities. Fast forward to the agricultural revolution, the birth of permanent settlements, and the first cities. In our history, the rise of complex societies often intertwined with religious authority. Pharaohs were gods, emperors held mandates from heaven, priests managed sacred economies. Without this divine legitimization, how would large-scale social order be maintained? Secular power structures would need to be incredibly robust. Law codes, like Hammurabi's, would exist, but their authority would stem purely from the king's might or the assembly's consensus rather than divine decree. Philosophical systems, like early Greek philosophy or Confucianism, might have evolved even more prominently and earlier, stepping in to provide ethical frameworks and guide governance. Loyalty would be cultivated through shared national identity, economic interdependence, and the practical benefits of cooperation. Think about the monumental architecture. Instead of pyramids or ziggurats built to honor deities, human ambition would still crave expression. We might see grand palaces dedicated to rulers, colossal public works like aqueducts or amphitheaters celebrating human ingenuity, or vast administrative complexes symbolizing secular power. The drive for beauty, prestige, and collective identity would find other outlets. Scene transition, from ancient civilizations to scientific discovery philosophy. Now, consider the pursuit of knowledge. Historically, religion has been both a patron and a persecutor of science. Monasteries preserved ancient texts. Religious institutions funded scholarship, yet dogma sometimes stifled inquiry. In a world without religion, the path of scientific discovery might have been less obstructed by theological constraints. Cosmology, biology, and medicine could potentially have advanced unimpeded by literal interpretations of sacred texts, accelerating humanity's understanding of the natural world. Philosophy would likely become the paramount discipline for existential inquiry. Questions of meaning, purpose, death, and human nature, historically addressed by religion, would fall squarely and solely within the purview of philosophical schools, psychology, and evolving scientific understanding. These secular systems would grapple with the human condition, perhaps offering diverse, non-supernatural frameworks for understanding our place in the cosmos. Scene transition, modern world concepts, community, conflict, meaning. Moving into the modern era, the sociological impact would be profound. Religious communities often provide robust social networks, charitable services, and collective identity. Without them, secular organizations, civic clubs, national identities, and shared political ideologies would likely fill these voids even more forcefully. The sense of belonging, the collective effort for social good, would simply take different forms. Would humanity be more peaceful? It's tempting to think so, but history shows conflicts arise from countless non-religious factors. Resource scarcity, political power, tribalism, economic disparities, and competing ideologies like nationalism or communism. While crusades and inquisitions might not occur, the human propensity for conflict driven by greed, fear, or power would regrettably remain, simply manifesting under different banners. Finally, and perhaps most critically, what about individual meaning and purpose? For many, religion offers comfort in suffering, guidance through life's challenges, and the promise of an afterlife. Without this, individuals would likely seek solace and meaning in human connection, personal achievement, artistic expression, scientific discovery, philosophical contemplation, and leaving a tangible legacy. The existential weight of mortality would be undeniable, perhaps fostering a deeper appreciation for the present and the human experience itself. Conclusion music swells. Narrator. The what-if of a world without religion is a vast, intricate tapestry of alternative histories. Many functions religion served: social cohesion, moral guidance, artistic inspiration, solace in suffering, would likely find alternative secular expressions, reflecting humanity's inherent need for these things. Yet, it would undoubtedly be a different world, stripped of traditions, art, and conflicts that have profoundly shaped our actual past. It's a world that reminds us that while the forms of our beliefs and structures can change, the fundamental human questions about existence, purpose, and our place in the universe remain eternal. And in grappling with those questions, whether through sacred texts or secular philosophies, we continue to define what it means to be human. Outro music fades to black.